named Domino come in and give a lecture about dominoes. So here he goes. So everybody, my name is Domino. Domino. These are very essential to my ideology. They are responsible for dopamine traveling through my brain 90% of the day. To start this lecture, I'm going to give a little background on myself. But to understand my existence, there should be an explanation of my ideology, as well as the great architects, as well as Lord Slugs and everyone else who inhabits this mind. Basically, our belief is that paradox reigns supreme in this universe, and that's the ideology. So my existence is as real as a great architect's because our body houses what can be considered a person, and our discovery is that that is very manipulatable. That's the word. When our body was younger, it was responsible for a murder, and our mind felt very responsible for this murder. There was a wrinkling body bathing, and our feeling was that the water was very cold, when our decision was to turn the water to hot, which then boiled the wrinkly body. So this is an example of this reaction. Quick decision, quick result. That deeply impacted my mind, and it caused my mind to not want to feel responsible for the harm of other minds or bodies. As one grows older, as my body grew older, and my time on this planet increased, situations became a little more complex than action, reaction. There's sometimes when one has to look farther down the line and use another thing that reigns supreme in this universe, which is logic, to understand how an action can cause harm to one after several other reactions. My obsession with this became very influential on my being and my person, what can be described as who I am. So yeah, the thing about this is it works in a similar way with positive things. So positivity, if one would, can create reactions right off the bat positivity can create reactions farther down the line. The problem is, based on our ideology, or the ideology, that paradise reigns supreme, one cannot control what outcome is at the end. Now, this is a subjective outcome because one is both a good and bad outcome at the same time, which makes it neither. So, to try to predict what outcome you're going to get, one would get, is futile. So, when we look at this, we might want to look at a question that the human species often asks is, how can the world become a better place? What do your minds say? Anyone? See, one idea that many minds bring up is, if every mind had empathy, things would be objectively good for all. But think about it. As a young person, as a young body, a young mind, my mind had empathy. My mind felt cold water, and my mind assumed that the wrinkled body did not like the sensation, just as I didn't. And I'm sure that most of our interpretations of this situation would be that the outcome was not good. So, having empathy alone does not prevent this from giving a negative outcome. Does anyone have any other ideas as to how the world can become better?
Clean the oceans.
Clean the oceans. Well, then where would the humans put all their trash?
Get rid of the humans.
Some humans wouldn't like that. My mind is a fan of this idea. The point being here, what's it better for?
Better for everybody or nobody. One.
How about better and worse for everyone and no one? Listen. Our minds search for objective goodness. How futile is this effort? But it seems to be all that this species has ever done. It seems that that's an okay thing to do, subjectively speaking. But what if we down each reaction, and then analyze if we wanted to follow through. Right? I don't like this one very much, right? So we're gonna start up here instead, right? That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Well, listen. There are things in place that allow one to decide if an outcome is necessary. For example, the judicial system of the United States. It's better than a gun, right? A gun, mortar brutalizes a body, and with 0 seconds in between, no time to rationalize. Is this fine? The body is done. Cannot think, cannot host people, ideas. The judicial system, that's pretty great, right? A lot of people, either side, using the supreme rule of the universe logic to determine whether one should receive a certain outcome. Well, some would argue that that's not perfect either. In fact, it's proven that that's not perfect. I'll tell you. You see, what I love about these right here is they represent the very fabric of this universe, ruled by logic and by paradox. My feeling is that my position is of a spectator, to view, to appreciate. And for me, the only reaction that my mind can attain is dopamine, because anything, any outcome that results from an action brings my mind complete and utter joy. Now, I don't know how this helps you. My knowledge is not of how this helps you. But